What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. So, like I said, we're back on the Italian train tonight. So, what we're doing tonight is chicken cacciatore. So, cacciatore means hunter in Italian. So, you might have seen this as an American dish as hunter's chicken. So, you can use chicken breasts, like I've seen Giada do it on Food Network. Now we're doing the dark meat. We're doing the thighs for a couple reasons. It's cheaper, stays tender, juicier. It's almost impossible to overcook. It's just better. So I got two thighs. These are just over a pound altogether. So all my measurements are going to be for about a pound of chicken. So the first thing we're going to do is start the chicken in the skillet. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook the chicken. Then we're going to do some veggies with some plum tomatoes. Then we're going to put everything together and finish it off in the oven. So it's a little more labor intensive than some of my other things, but it's something different and it's pretty good. So I got the olive oil in the skillet. I got it at not quite a medium because, again, the chicken's going to be put in the oven at 400 for an hour when all this is said and done. So this is really more to brown it and get the cooking process started. The other thing I'm going to do, I don't normally do this, I'm going to dredge the chicken in flour right before I put it in the skillet. And that is to help build a crust, build some color. And the other thing is the flour kind of captures the moisture and keeps it in there. So when I'm doing something in the oven, even though they're thighs, I just want to prevent it from getting too dry. So simple seasoning thus far, just salt, pepper, and thyme on this chicken. So just going to get it and do a light dredging. And we're going to start it skin side down as we normally do. And we're going to do this for 5 and 5. And get that rolling. And I'll tell you real quickly what else you need. You need bell peppers. So I got a little bit of everything. I got some green, yellow, red, orange. I'd say about 2 peppers per pound of chicken, roughly, because bell peppers are pretty big. I got about a quarter of an onion and about 3 big cloves of garlic. Like to go big on the garlic. I'm doing this southern style, like northern Italy. It's very different culinary-wise. They'll do it with like a mirepoix, that celery, carrots, onion. I'm doing the southern style, which involves black olives and some capers. We got the plum tomatoes, and the other thing, after the 5 and 5 with the chicken, I'm going to add some white wine and let that evaporate before I start on the veggies. So everybody stay tuned. We'll be back. All right, so we're back. So that chicken has about 2 minutes left on its second side. On a separate pan around that time, a good time to add your garlic and your onions and get them going and start to sweat them down for about 2 minutes. And then, just to show you everything else, your peppers, your olives, and your capers, and a little bit of oregano. You put that on for about 5 to 7 minutes and start to cook that down. And your veggie pan should be the straight up medium. And then the last 5 minutes for the veggie pan, you get your plum tomatoes, and I would pour it in a bowl, and just with a wooden spoon or even your hands, just break them down a little bit. That just helps them to cook a little bit better. So once again, once you get the 5 and 5 on the chicken, put a little bit of white wine in there and cook it for a couple more minutes to let that evaporate. Then I would set the chicken aside, take it off the heat. What I'm going to do is, because this is my deep oven-safe cast iron skillet, I'm going to take that off the flame, cover it, and then when the veggie pan is done, I'm going to dump everything on top of the chicken and then slide it into the oven. We'll be back. So, because my camera's busted, I'll just take you over here, show you the process. The chicken's been going for a little while. The white wine's just evaporating. I just threw my veggies on. You can see capers, olives, all the peppers. Going to add in that tomato in a little bit. So just time this out, and it'll be 400 in the oven for an hour. So again, this is another one that's pretty front-loaded. I failed to mention, because I don't really have any anymore, I ran out. At the time you add the tomatoes, you cook them for 5 minutes, and then you throw it all together for the oven. Fresh basil, if you've got it. We'll be back. All right, so those veggies are done. So I got my chicken over here. You can see this looks it looks pretty good. Just all the veggies been cooking down, and those tomatoes are starting to come on. So all I'm going to do is just pour this all over the top here of this chicken, and you make sure you get everything in there, and then let the oven do the rest. So do your best to just spread it around that skillet evenly dispersed. That looks pretty good. So there's a look right there, and it's already looking pretty good. So now we're doing it, finishing off in the oven. And now we're into the set it and forget it mode. So you know, grab a Peroni or a little bit of Amaro, chill out for an hour, and your chicken will be done. We'll be back. What's up? So our chicken is done. See how good that looks now? So I'm going to put it on a little pot holder here. So what you want to do is plate it up, and then you just want to make sure you get all the veggies in there and garnish it liberally with all the you know, the olives and the onions and the pepper and all that. It's a nice looking dish. Get a couple more olives here. I can see them over there. There we go. So there we go. That's our chicken cacciatore. Everybody have a good night, good week. See you tomorrow.